Hi, my name's Claire Lydon and I'm a lesbian fiction author, and today I'm going to be reading to you from my third novel, This London Love, and that's a follow-on of my debut novel, London Calling. It's available from Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble and iTunes and all good bookstores. So this is it, chapter 1 of This London Love. Kate Carter picked up the bottle of Veuve Clicquot and refilled her glass. She pulled down the cuffs of her egg-white shirt, flexed her calf muscles under her black trousers, and waited for the laughter to die down. She'd been at her company's award ceremony for over an hour now, and the woman hosting wasn't quite as funny as she thought she was. The team from Kate's magazine, Female Health and Fitness, were sitting around a round table in a Swiss Mayfair hotel, surrounded by at least 50 other tables, all filled with an excitable media crowd and an endless supply of Bordeaux, Chablis and champagne. It was August and the room was awash with excitement, along with a healthy dose of anticipation and sparkle. Kate didn't do dresses, so she'd opted for a black tuxedo, the first time she'd ever done so. It sat well on her tall, slim frame. She should have done it years ago. She leaned back in her chair and rolled her ankle, the light catching on her black patent brogues. More dazzle. Kate! Kate! Her colleague Henry was not doing a good job of keeping his voice down, such was his eagerness for more booze. Kate! Psst! Pass the bottle! Henry held out his hand, his cheeks already alight with champagne splotch, his pupils periodically sparking then slumping. Kate could tell that Henry's lovingly conditioned hipster beard was going to be hiding some food by the end of the night, and if he didn't lose his phone as he did on most of these occasions, she would eat her bow tie. But she passed him the bottle anyway. Kate wasn't a killjoy. On stage, music blared as the winner of Feature of the Year trotted up to collect her gong. Kate had seen her walking the corridors in their building, and she wasn't really a fan. The woman never held the door open if you were behind her, and Kate had witnessed her being rude to staff in the canteen on numerous occasions. Never trust people who are rude to serving staff. Life lesson number 1. True to form, the woman shook out a speech with almost as many words as her lemon dress had sparkles, and Kate let her eyelids flutter shut. She didn't mind these occasions, but the speeches could be a bit of a bore. Kate opened her eyes again when she got an elbow in the ribs. Are we next? I thought they said we're in the first half. Magazine editor Dawn was chewing the side of her cheek and fidgeting with her red napkin. In recent years, Dawn had never come to one of these ceremonies and not won anything, so Kate hoped she wasn't let down today. The March issue of Female Health and Fitness was up for cover of the year, and they all thought it stood a fighting chance, adorned as it was with a Hollywood actress, a UK sprint sensation, and the promise of a new you for summer. Something for everyone, as Dawn had rightly opined at the time. Kate nodded. I think so. I think we're soon. And do you think if we win, the management will spring for us all to go abroad for a week? She fixed her gaze on the air above her, painting the picture with her hand. Sun, sea, sangria, what do you think? Dawn spluttered. I'm sure it'd be no problem at all. Their conversation was interrupted as the winner on stage got a cheer for something she said. The woman grinned and waved at the crowd. And finally, thanks to my darling fiancé Hugo, you're the best and I just cannot wait to marry you. To a cacophony of cheers and whistles, the previous winner tottered off the stage in heels the height of goalposts, and the next award flashed up on the screen. Cover of the year. This is it, Dawn said, digging her fingers into Kate's arm in excitement. Kate watched as the company's art supremo, Simon, was called to the stage to present the winner. In all her years working as a designer, Kate had never won Cover of the Year. It was something she was desperate to remedy, even though she was trying to underplay it tonight. She bit her lip and ran her hands through her platinum blonde hair as Simon began to speak. You know, it's true what they say. People judge a magazine by its cover.
If the image, cover lines and overall ethos don't appeal to them, they'll move on and you'll lose a sale. The magazine market is a cutthroat, fickle business, so snagging customers is all important in the battle to stay alive.
Dawn turned to Kate with her best knowing nod, combining it with a raising of both eyebrows. On stage, Simon continued.
All of these next 5 covers fulfill that brief in terms of having vibrant imagery, must-do cover lines and engaging the reader, and thus improving sales. Let's take a look.
He stood back in his Armani suit as the covers flashed up one after the other on the giant screen, receiving rounds of applause and whoops from the appropriate table. When it was the turn of Female Health and Fitness, their table lit up, clinking glasses, whistling and applauding. A minute later, the screams died down and the tension settled once again on the room. On stage, the envelope was ripped and Simon smiled, his mouth moving closer to the microphone.
And the winner is truly well-deserved and a personal favourite of mine. Well done to Female Health and Fitness magazine for its March cover.
Kate's heart soared and her mouth dropped open. They'd only gone and done it. Dawn flung herself at Kate. I can't believe it, we bloody won. When Dawn released her, Kate looked around the table at her team, arms raised in the air, volume ratcheted to the max as they celebrated in union. On stage, Simon was speaking into the mic.
Come on up, art editor Kate Carter and editor Dawn West.
Hearing her name, Kate finished high-fiving her co-workers, but found her grin was stuck solid to her face. She shrugged on her jacket, straightened her bow tie, before taking Dawn's hand and pulling her up towards the stage. Dawn brushed imaginary crumbs from her blue sparkly dress as she followed Kate, tottering like a pro on her extra high heels through the sea of applause. Have you prepared a speech? She muttered in Kate's ear. Kate turned and shook her head. Thought it might jinx it. They were at the stairs now, leading up to the stage, and Kate had goosebumps all over her. How's my hair? She asked Dawn. Gorgeous and ultra-lesbian, Dawn said. She kissed Kate on the cheek. If you don't pull tonight in that tux, and with this award in the bag, the world's gone mad, I tell you. Dawn gave Kate a wink. Then she was up the stairs, taking Kate with her. They reached the debonair Simon, who was holding the glass trophy in one hand. He went to give it to Dawn, but she shook her head and gently pushed Kate forward. Kate bashfully accepted the award from Simon, and he kissed her on both cheeks. Then he stood back and applauded, while Dawn got on the mic. Thank you, you lovely people. Dawn had never been shy of public speaking, and she wasn't about to start being shy now. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my whole team, who are all brilliant, but mostly thanks to the brains behind this cover, my dear friend, Kate Carter. Dawn turned her clapping in Kate's direction before darting back to the mic. Oh, and even though he's not here, thank you to my husband Nick for being a saint and putting up with me. With that, Dawn backed away. Kate replaced Dawn at the mic and held the trophy aloft. The crowd applauded, and through the dim lighting she saw Henry and features editor Hannah clapping madly, arms above their heads. Kate approached the mic. Like Dawn said, this is a team effort, but thanks again for the award. It means a lot. Kate was shaking slightly and she felt Dawn's soothing hand on her back. I'd like to thank my editor Dawn, my deputy art editor Henry, and everyone on the magazine. Kate felt the love in the room embrace her as she held the trophy aloft again. But then it hit her as she looked out across the room and saw the smiling swathe of people, most of whom had somebody to go home to celebrate with tonight. For Kate, that wasn't the case. Sure, she had her editor and her team to toast with, but there was no girlfriend or wife who she could dart back to the microphone and thank as the previous two speakers had. Being single didn't ordinarily bother her, but at this moment she could feel it clogging her arteries and slowing her breathing. In this lifetime, right now, Kate was flying solo. But ever the professional, she started out, never losing her grin, glossing over the fact she had nobody to say she loved as a footnote in a grand night. Instead, she made an after-you gesture to Dawn, who took her hand and held it aloft as they made their way back down the stairs and back to their team, placing the trophy in the middle of the table as they both sat down. Incredible! I still can't believe you won. Dawn simply couldn't wipe the smile off her face. I can. It was a brilliant cover, Henry said. Made all the more brilliant by my addition of gloss to the headline, didn't you think? Henry had his serious face on, which made Kate burst out laughing. It was all about you, Henry, she said, patting his shoulder. Pulling her chair out to the table and rubbing her hands together, Dawn smiled round at her team, the adrenaline clearly still sparking in her veins. Right, now that's over. Let's all have a great night, and nobody has to be in until lunchtime tomorrow at the earliest. She paused and pulled the champagne from the bucket, then frowned in Henry's direction when she saw it was empty. Dawn looked around and accosted a nearby waiter. 2 more bottles when you're ready, please.